to go through this. I don't know where we would be without this hospital.
When you join with your credit or debit card right now, we'll send you the St. Jude t-shirt you can wear to show your support for the children of St. Jude.
St. Jude gives you all of that hope back. They gave me my daughter back.
St. Jude won't stop until no child dies from cancer.
These children fight hard. They fight for their life. And I don't think we can do it without you.
Please, call or go online right now. I told them they want to make a deal, and I said, you guys aren't ready yet. You're just not ready because, look, they've been taking $500 billion a year out of our country. It's time that we stopped. So now they're paying 25% tariffs, or $250 billion. Hasn't affected our economy. Hasn't, costs haven't gone up. Inflation's still low, very low. Hasn't had any impact that we see except for one. Billions of dollars are pouring into the treasury.
President talking with our steward Varney as the administration is locked in an escalating trade battle with China. The two countries now seemingly at a standstill after a brief pause in their trade negotiations. Well, this week, U.S. Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross spoke on CNBC. He said, quote, there are hiatuses and there are much more active periods, so it appears as though we may be in something of an hiatus now. Our next guest thinks that could be a good thing. You know, Asian analyst Gordon Chang is author of The Coming Collapse of China. Gordon, always good to see you. So, and this is a case where you say not talking benefits us?
Oh, sure. You know, for decades, Eric, we have been desperate to talk to the Chinese. And the Chinese, of course, have taken advantage of that. You know, you just heard President Trump saying, look, the Chinese want to talk to us, but they're not ready. We're just not that into them anymore. And so I think that's important. You know, all these State Department types who have just really just wanted to have dialogue with China, you know, you think that they would have gone through dating in high school and understand the elemental rules of human relations. So, you know, this is really important. And you know, I'm not saying that President Trump's going to get exactly what he wants, but nonetheless, he is setting the preconditions for successful negotiations with China.
Well, this sounds like a negotiation. You just hit it on the head when you talk about some human interactions. That if we sit back and say, well, you know, we don't, you know, the girl's not getting the call.
Right.
I mean, the China is saying, oh, what's wrong with this? This makes them nervous. This is like a classic real estate New York developer way of conducting a negotiation. Would that make China, Beijing, then perhaps come to us, and that's in our favor?
I think it would tend to sort of have that, where the Chinese are much more favorable of having a deal. But the real problem in China right now is that Xi Jinping, the Chinese ruler, is in no mood to compromise. He actually can't, because he owns this trade conflict right now. And if he falters or is seen to falter, then he could not only lose power, but he could also lose his freedom, lose his life. What Xi Jinping has done is he's upped the stakes for everybody, including himself. So this is going to be a long negotiation. But I think the important thing right now is that President Trump understands he's just got to be as tough as the Chinese. And that's a very good thing for us.
And can he be?
Oh, yeah, of course. We hold the high cards when you look at the economic fundamentals. So, for instance, we're the trade deficit country. $375.6 billion of deficit last year. You know, that means we're in a good position. But also, we're the bigger economy. Their economy is only 66% of ours. And, you know, it's actually, in reality, bigger than that. Also, Eric, our economy is growing faster than China. We're growing about 4.2%. The Chinese, in reality, are growing high twos, lows threes. We got the bigger economy. We're growing faster. Everything's on our side.
But what about the threat if they start, you know, selling our treasuries and the debt? I mean, people are scared of that, or that you think that will not have an effect, and they wouldn't even do that.
Well, they are selling our treasury. They've got to, because their most important concern right now is supporting the United States. So since the middle of 2014, they've been selling dollar assets. Matter of fact, last month they sold $22.7 billion. They say they probably sold a lot more, because I don't think they're telling the truth on their dollar sales. But the point is, we don't have to worry about it, because we've already seen the Chinese. They're selling our stuff.
So how do you think this winds up?
I think this will be a very long negotiation. It's going to take a long time, but they've got to do it because the Chinese are stealing U.S. intellectual property to the tune of hundreds of billions of dollars a year. And you know, we have an innovation-based economy, so if we cannot commercialize our innovation, we don't have very much of an economy. So we've got to do this. It's going to be painful, but this is something that absolutely has to be done at this time. And I applaud the administration for taking a tough position.
So finally, you think in the end we're going to win?
I think that we're going to win if we have the force to win. The only thing we don't have, because we've got almost all the economic fundamentals, the only thing we don't really have is political will. Trump looks like he has it, so that's a very good thing, and I think that we're going to actually prevail. But it's going to be a little bit dicey because, you know, a lot of people in the United States who want to cave in, and that's wrong.
All right, we'll see how that goes. Gordon, always good to see you. Thanks.
Thanks, Eric.
Okay.
Yeah, Gordon, nice to see you. So from China to high school dating to the lottery, you know what, we covered all. And with no winner in last night's Mega Millions drawing.